What's up, everybody? Welcome back and thank you for tuning in. I'm your host here at the Emerald Scale, official YouTube home of Emerald Scale Exotics, the one, the only, Frank Emerald. And I want to go ahead and bring you guys a quick update of my 40-gallon turtle tank. So this is actually I'm sorry, this isn't 40, this is 30 gallons. This is a 30-gallon breeder or standard turtle tank. So that is our lovely turtle, Gaia. And in my last updates of her, I of course the name was Bubba, and that's when I assumed it was a male. But now that she's grown, I've had her for about, gosh, I'd say 3 years now. I can pretty much tell she's a female, and so I've decided to rename her Gaia, and that is in hopes of her getting a algae bloom on the back of her shell over there. As usual, she's always hungry, so she's tearing everything up. But yeah, so this is her tank. As you can see, it's evolved a little bit. I do have my bamboo growing out right here, and it's weighted down. And then I just got a rock zip tie and one of those little aquarium plant. It's like a, gosh, I don't even know. It's not lead, that's for sure, but it weighs down the plants. And so yeah, and I got a bunch of plants in here. She's actually been doing great with them. She does tear them up, but even when they get torn to shreds a little bit, they still do pretty well and they start to grow again. So you know, all the plants are actually doing quite well. I do have to clean her filter, but as you guys can see up here, there is actually a 1-gallon lava rock medium filter that I've done here. It's a little overflow filter that I made out of a 1-gallon water bottle, and as you can see, there is lava rock in there. This has been going for about, I'd say, maybe 2 months now, so it's barely cycled. And if you take you closer, you can kind of see the little film of bacteria growing in there. So the colony is established. It's just I don't know if you can see, there's kind of like little filmy type stuff clinging to the rocks in there. That would be your beneficial bacteria. So those guys, let me move this bamboo. So those guys are what do the cleaning of your water, and they're established finally. So I rigged this basically with a PVC pipe. It's a 1-inch pipe. I made a hole at the bottom and I sealed it up with aquarium safe sealant. I still go ahead and use the GE waterproof brand, even though it's got that anti-fungus, anti-whatever thing. My water levels, my readings are just fine, so you know, I've never had a problem. I've used it for many years, and yeah, I don't know what the big fuss is about it, but I'm not feeding into it. So it's a fraction of the cost of the aquarium stuff, and you get a lot more of it. So yeah, so that's what I use to seal the bottom. And if you can kind of look under there, you see the inlet that goes into the tank. You can kind of see the bottom there. It's sticking out from under the water bottle itself. So I intentionally did it that way. I wanted it to stick down below because it kind of gets a little bit fatter at the bottom, and then all the water just basically fills up into this bottle all the way up to the top of the tube, and then it just flows right back down into the tank. So creating a nice little bubble effect right here, which helps to aerate the water and keeps everything flowing and moving. So it actually has been working incredibly well. The water doesn't smell much. I do keep up with regular water changes. I do at least a good 50% about once a month, and I do about 20 to 30% water changes weekly. So every third or fourth water change, I'll do about a good 50% water change. And it's not hard. The way I have my filter rigged here, I can actually just take this little tube out, put it right into my bucket there, do a change. As you can see, I kind of did one today. I do have to get a gravel vac though, so I can get a lot of that gunk out of there. Because I could use the filter, but I really don't want to. It's not really meant for that. So that is that. And then all the guppies, they're pretty much still alive. I haven't really gone through and counted them, but just by the looks of it, there's 3 up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, maybe she ate 1 or 2, but I mean, for the most part, the 15 that I bought, they all seem to be there. And I do account for maybe 4 shrimp, so I'm pretty sure the 5th one is somewhere in there as well. She stays very well fed, and then both the algae eaters are doing very well. I don't think I've updated you guys on that yet, but as you can see, there is a little colony of guppies, and there is an algae eater, 1 of 2, and then right here is our ghost shrimp. So she hasn't eaten these guys, which is awesome. I'm actually incredibly happy about that, and they're doing very well. I think she realized it's just better to keep everybody alive. It gives her company, and she doesn't kill everything in there. So it's actually really cool. It's a lot more enjoyable. The guppies really seem to hang out with each other a lot and school a lot, so it's really awesome. I got a nice little tank going on. Keeping it bare bottom, that's never going to change. It's just much easier to clean. Even right now, using a net method, I can still pretty much take out 70% of the particulate in there. The rest of it my filter does. Right now it's pretty dirty, so I gotta do a cleaning of that, but once I do that, that pretty much takes care of the rest. It's still going strong. That's the same filter actually, guys, the Jebo or Jebo, however you want to pronounce it, Jebo. The Jebo AP 1700, I think it's 1700 AF2 or something like that. I'm not too sure, but or AP something. But if you Google it, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find it. They're probably yellow sponges now, not all black units anymore. I think they changed it, but still the same thing. As you can hear, it's very loud. It's been in use though for about good 3 years now as well, as long as I've had her, and it's been in use non-stop. I mean, for the last 3 years that thing has pretty much never stopped running, and it did get louder over the course of the last 6 months, but not by much, and it's pretty much always been a consistently loud filter, but it was $20, so, and it works amazing. I mean, the gallons per hour on that thing is incredible, and I think it really does live up to its name. I mean, it fills up my 5-gallon bucket in no time, like I'm pretty sure within a minute or less. So I really love that filter. It just works great. And then got my heater in there. I got my heat lamp, my UV light, her little platform. It's just a critter keeper with some zip ties, and then I got these clamps right there. They're pretty strong. The tips, the metal only goes up to about halfway of the rubber, and then the rest is just pure rubber. So even when the tips touch the water, there's no metals leaking into the water. It's pretty much all safe plastic. And then this is all plastic. The critter keeper top, she goes up there and sits on it. She likes to submerge herself and just basically bask with the top portion of her shell. This is good enough. Gives her enough UV. That's actually a UV 10.0, a Reptisun 10.0 compact. So it gives her more UV. I think it's the most powerful one that you can get. It's more than she actually needs. It's like a desert UV setup, but I figure since she's usually submerged in water, it's not a big of a deal. So it's been working incredibly well for the last 3 years. I have no issues, no eye burns, no sensitivity, nothing. So, and my plants do very well as well. So I'm looking forward to them actually overgrowing, and then the guppies getting a little bigger and breeding. I'm hoping that with the surplus of fish, she'll actually start to eat some off. Just keep the colony thin. But it's actually awesome. I'm really enjoying this thing. I know it's not much for looks, but she's a turtle. She destroys everything. So it doesn't really keep for decoration, because she will knock everything over. So that is that, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching. Sorry I blabbed through the entire video. If you want, simply mute it and put on some music in the background and watch her swim around. But that is that, guys. I hope you enjoy the video. And as you can see, she's always been in a really big 20-gallon submerged tank prior to this, and then this 30-gallon for a while. And even as a baby, never been a problem. As long as you have something for them to use their claws to climb up and out of the water, or at least to the surface to get breath, I don't see why they would have any issues. So in the wild, they'd be in shallow streams and rivers, but they'd also probably end up in lakes and whatnot, big ponds or little puddles and whatnot that gathers at certain points in rivers. So I don't see what the big deal is. She's been doing incredibly well, and I am looking forward to having her for the rest of my life. So hope you guys enjoy. See you soon. Have more updates for you. I'm gonna get a little breeder thing for my gups actually when they do have babies, and see how that goes. So stay tuned, guys. I'll have more updates for you on the other animals, and peace out.